Welcome back to Radio Taiwan International. You're listening to Geek Out. What's your cup of tea, tickles your fancy, or floats your boat? Join us as we share passions from people in Taiwan and around the world. I'm your host, Michelle Chang, and today in the studio we have back Lucia Chen and Jade Chen. Say hey.
Yay, aloha, hello.
How are you?
What are we geeking out about today? Lucia, your life journey?
Yes. I am 78 years old, so it's time to talk about my journey.
Yeah, we're going to recap this.
Yes.
We very rarely have someone with a lot of life experience on the show. And you guys are having a really nice mother-daughter day.
Yeah, it's awesome.
How long actually have you been here, Jade?
I just came back to Taipei like 3 weeks ago.
Then Lucia's been enjoying a lot of daughter time.
And eating lots of Chinese chicken soup.
Yes. Yes, mom's cooking.
Mom's cooking is
Mom's
great.
cooking.
Yes.
Just listening to the last episode, that was a lot of moving and bouncing around and having children and starting businesses and all of that. But let's start at the beginning. You were born in Taiwan, right?
Yeah, I was born in Taiwan, Jiayi,
In
southern part of Taiwan,
What year was that?
1948.
What was it like growing up here in the 40s, 50s, 60s?
Taiwan has been actually changed so much.
It has.
I was born in a very special family. My great-grandfather, he was a general from Qing dynasty.
Okay.
And he fought with Japanese when Japan invading Taiwan.
Wow.
So we have a long history of the family. It's a loyal family.
Yeah. So
and wasn't there one of our ancestors was a monk too? With the
And then the grandfather became a monk because the Japanese wanted to take him to the jail to replace the father. So he went to India, study Buddhism, and become a monk. So I was raised up, by a lot of monks. And they live at my home, about 60 or 70 monks. And their job is to go to the countryside everywhere to do social service.
when did you, well, first of all, you said you were a teacher for quite a while.
I was a teacher in Taiwan for 8 years. I teach Chinese culture and music
At public schools here.
at the public school.
Yeah.
When Taiwan first TV station started, I sang on TV. My first song was Santa Lucia. So that's why I use Lucia as my name.
Oh, I love
English
this.
name,
This is
yeah.
so cute.
And I taught piano at that time. After 8 years, I feel that I wanted to learn more another stage. So at that time, Taiwan was under the martial law.
Yes.
You cannot get out of the country. Yeah.
That's true.
And then
how did you
we
manage
don't
this?
have any scholarship. And so under the rule in Taiwan, you need a university 4 years. Everything's A, then you can go out the country.
I see.
Besides that, you need to have 300,000 NT.
So the requirements are that you go to university and have a 4.0 GPA
all 4 years.
all 4 years.
4 years.
And how much money?
300,000 NT.
During that time was
Yeah.
not a small number.
That's almost like 1 million, or maybe even more than 1 million
Today.
at this time.
Yeah.
So, but I got it.
You're very lucky. And
No,
you were an excellent
I do not
student.
get it from my home, from my family. While I taught piano, I have good income. I buy a small apartment. So when I needed 300,000 NT, I sold my home. And I went to Paris, 1973.
Paris in 1973
Yeah.
sounds like a huge change, first of all, from Taiwan.
Then when I went to Paris, I met Dr. Teo Chen.
Yay!
I have been read his books, articles for 10 years.
So you knew who he was.
Yeah, since
But
1960.
she thought he was a woman because of his Chinese character name.
Yeah, and when I met him, I was shocked.
Well, he was not a woman.
He's not a woman. And I went to my purse. I took 2 of his books. I showed him, are you the one who wrote these articles?
Yeah.
He looked at it and I have a lot of remark. He was shocked. And then he
It's like,
said,
oh, that's the one.
Yeah.
yeah, it was very interesting. And the reason I think he's a woman, so he write very poetic, I like it very much. Even is art critic. Okay, and at that time, not only I read his article, because at that time he's the only one in Taiwan writing the article back to Taiwan every day.
Only one in Paris.
Almost.
Yeah.
So he
And
was
so
in France and writing back to Taiwan.
Yeah, and he report his life in Paris. So at that time, if you love art and culture,
You would see these
that's
articles.
the resource. That's the only resource actually.
So he had a lot of fans in Taiwan.
A lot.
A lot of readers, a lot of fans.
Yeah. People all know that. He translated the Petit Prince, 1978 and 1968 from French to Chinese.
Yes, listeners should be familiar with that book, Les Petits.
Yeah, and right now it's about 5 million copies.
But I want to talk about this moment where you met him, because was it like you met like a K-pop idol or something?
You know, at that time his hair is so long,
right?
It's really like a woman.
So it wasn't love at first sight, or was it a slowly blooming romance? I'm curious.
I know that he invited you to a tour of the Louvre.
Yeah. Okay,
Oh.
at that time I was super exciting
Of course.
about meet somebody that I read his article books.
You're meeting
for
a
10 years,
celebrity,
right?
So
I know so much about him, but he doesn't know me.
Yeah.
Right? And the time when you enter, I was actually in the kitchen, sing the song that he is writing the Taiwan 400 years history in the poet
okay.
In a poem.
as the real song. And he was looking for a woman who could sing this song and to recording with him.
Because she used to be an opera singer in
And
Paris.
it was
so-
very interesting that he was astonished about he meet somebody who read his article for 10 years.
Yes.
And a good boy is singing.
Right. It
Yeah.
seems like it was meant to be.
Totally,
Like, this is
yeah.
fated.
He always said God give him the best gift.
Exactly.
Is Lucia.
It was all planned.
Yeah. And the next day he asked me to go to, do you want me to guide you to Louvre? So then we did.
That must have been so awesome, so romantic.
But it's very interesting. It's real, but it's almost like a story.
Yes. I'm going to say most people think about, wandering the streets of Paris, France with a potential love interest to be romantic, period. But to be doing this in the 70s,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Ugh. So you said that after you met your husband, your life changed.
Completely changed. Before, I was thinking I would study 4 years and come back Taiwan to be another professor.
Right.
But after I met him, actually he already planned to move to New York.
Oh, okay.
He was in Paris for 12 years, from 1963 to 1975.
And
then
during that time,
And
he
then
got
we
his
both-
PhD in art history from the Sorbonne, and
Yeah.
he was studying
And then
painting at
he-
l'École des Beaux-Arts.
Very interesting part about him, he is the only one in Asia get
PhD
French
in art
president.
history. Yeah.
scholarship. Because at that time, really, you
Of
cannot
course.
get out.
It's unheard of.
He was from Tainan Yizhong,
Okay.
from junior school and to promote to higher school and to promote to university. He doesn't need to do examination because he's number one score.
Oh.
And then his father asked him to be a medical doctor. Because in that time, Taiwan, if you're a medical doctor,
Then it's a very good life.
everybody daughter wanted to marry.
Of course.
He said, no, I want to go Paris and I want to be artist.
That must have.
His father was so angry. His father was so angry.
Parents don't really want to hear.
If you be artist, you're going to be starving to death.
Yeah.
That's generally the reaction that most parents, Asian parents maybe.
Let's see, doctor, artist.
Yeah. So because since 14, he decided to be artist painter.
This
But
is
he said at that
admirable.
time you cannot tell anybody because people were laughing at you. What are you talking about?
Well,
to be
especially
artist?
in those times when a lot of people.
in the he was born
36.
19,
Yes,
1936,
most people were striving for industry of some kind.
yeah.
Um,
So now his friends are doctors.
yeah.
Hopefully they can buy the art then.
It was very interesting though. So my life changed because I met him.
You
Then-
didn't wind up moving immediately back to Taiwan after school, and then you moved to New York together.
From Paris to New York, another big change.
Big
Yeah.
change. I mean, New York is known for being very high speed and competitive in the business world anyway.
And in Paris, so slow.
Oh,
you know
right.
why? Every time after dinner or what, everybody need to kiss each other twice. I always escape out. Taiwanese people don't hug each other. In Paris, every time, every occasion, you need a hug.
Yes.
You need a kiss. And when you come to New York, different.
It is.
Because I was very beautiful.
Oh.
And I dress up very beautiful. And every time on the way to go to the University of Paris, I was count how many people
Catcall you.
and they will say, "Boo,
She was quite a looker.
Oh.
They will say, "Boo, or cafe. You want to go
Right.
to cafe with
Yeah,
me?"
do you want to get coffee?
So I will count how many people today on the way. Now, when you come to New York, nobody will say that.
Well, they won't ask you to coffee. They might say much more rude things.
Yeah.
When you come to New York, you see people have a short pants and walking on the street.
Yep.
You know, men are very serious. Nobody asks you to go to cafe.
Nope. Nope.
A big change. And immediately also, when I come to New York, I start to think about how to survive as an artist painter. Yeah. And I always think that it's not fair to have someone as a philosopher, academic, artist painter, or those not rich.
Yeah.
You can have a spirituality,
Yeah.
but you also need to have material.
practicality.
Yeah.
Practicality.
So I'm trying to think about how these two can be merged and balanced.
Yes.
So actually, in the end, all my life, until now, I'm still trying to balance both.
Right.
Every time, every project.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You mentioned that then you started in real estate.
No, I'm actually not to start real estate. I need a space to have a home, studio,
Yep.
gallery. So I start to, you wouldn't believe it. Do you know how I buy the first house?
No, please tell me.
One night, I called my friends, said, I need to borrow money from you
Okay.
because we have no money. So I think today I need to borrow money from you. I get $20,000.
Back in
And
the 70s.
everybody
Yeah.
back into 1978, the house is $90,000. And
Because the good old days. Just hearing these
I know.
numbers.
And then I have $20,000 borrowed and $70,000 from the bank.
Right.
I have two doctors, our friends, to be our guarantor. That was how I started.
And that's how you started.
And do you know, the first show, when I buy that $90,000 house, and the next thing, I needed return money. So what to do then? Basement was so good. So we both start to paint the wall and then hand on the painting. And then I start to write the invitation. I open the yellow book and you
Yellow Pages.
architect,
Oh, guys.
lawyer.
Okay, listeners
GPA.
who don't know what the Yellow Pages are, let me explain.
This is before the internet.
Before the internet, there was a large telephone book that you would open, and it would have lots of people in categories, and you would just turn to a page, and then for lawyers,
The page of my
Pick up
area.
a phone, not a cell
And
phone,
because-
but a regular phone. And
Because at the
just cold
time,
call every lawyer and doctor in the Yellow Pages.
Yeah.
That's how she invited
Amazing.
people to her, the first exhibit.
And you know, when I write an invitation, I start to think about I should say a little bit about artists. That's a nature business
yes,
mind.
natural business mind,
Yes,
absolutely.
and I say PhD à la Sorbonne, University of Paris, and 5-dimensional worldview, culture,
Yes.
philosopher, and all this kind of stuff. And you know why? The people who come to you with pie.
Oh wow!
Welcome you. Welcome to our neighbors.
Yes.
Because they know who are you. And guess what? 10 days, I make $20,000.
Oh,
I return all.
it's fated. It was a match made in heaven of you and your husband, because I'm sure if he'd never married you and then moved to New York and you had never done these things for him, then y'all wouldn't be in the same place today.
Because I need a space, a
gallery.
studio, a
Right.
home, a gallery. So I always continue changing. So in the end, I established 10 galleries. And every space
This
that
is
I
amazing.
bought it, I remodel,
Yeah.
redesign, and then have a gallery. 3 museums.
Yeah.
And 1 museum even in Shanghai.
This is amazing.
and then 3 foundations.
So at one point
Nonprofit
we had gallery in Soho, New York,
yeah,
gallery in Taipei.
Gallery
Actually,
in
one time you
Taipei.
had 2 galleries in Taipei
galleries
at
in
Apollo
Taipei.
Dasha, and then a gallery in 798 in
Yeah,
Beijing, and then a
and
gallery in Shanghai. So at one point we had 1, 2, like we had like 5.
I
6
always,
galleries.
but we actually got a gallery in Taipei by the Statue of Liberty in 1986. We earned so much money.
Well, I
Because my
didn't.
dad did a series about the Statue of
He
Liberty.
did the centennial.
Right.
He likes
edit
to
centennial,
do
centennial.
like 100.
and you wouldn't believe
paintings
it, at
of
that
everything.
time.
So.
Right now, when I recall that time, I was a teacher. I'm not. I don't know how to do business, right?
But apparently you do. You have a natural skill for it. Some people, some people really don't. Some people really do.
Actually, I never think I'm doing business. Just like I preach, just when I teach as a teacher, right?
Yeah.
And the same thing when we're talking about art. We use art to preach Tao. That's how I believe. That's how make me feel good I'm doing this. So actually, I never know how to do business. When I was a teacher, I only care of my students. Take 2 hours in the early morning, walk to the school, and then 2 hours walk home. You know what I did?
Please
I
don't.
have 7 children sleep with me.
Like in
So
the house.
don't go home now.
Oh.
Just
Stay here.
sleep with me at my dormitory.
Yeah.
Okay. They go home Saturday, Sunday. And Monday they come and they live with me.
Right. That actually makes a lot of sense. And it's so
Very
kind.
funny.
It's so kind for a
But
teacher
people
to
would say, how can a teacher
open.
open her own bed
Yeah.
and have 7 children? I feel 7 children at the time.
Ah,
It was very interesting.
that's very kind.
I
And
know.
as you said,
That's a real.
the very.
I think one of the things that I've always admired about my mother is that she's a self-taught businesswoman.
Mm-hmm.
Like she didn't go to business school, but she just did what felt natural and intuitive.
Yep.
And then she built that from like arriving to New York and living in a basement with nothing
Mm-hmm.
to like our own house and then our own
then
Soho
home, do
museum
you
and
know?
then these galleries and more. Like
Yeah.
so.
Real estate is not what I intend to do. It's just become.
It's just the conclusion of
Conclusion.
what happened.
Right. It's just what happened.
And so from my hand, almost 30, 40 properties
Yeah.
that I handled before.
Yeah.
I tell you what, nobody buy house in this way. On 2001, the United Nations gave my husband a Global Tolerance Award. Do you know what's a Global Tolerance Award?
Please explain.
It's only for politicians. First time the Global Tolerance Award was Gorbachev. After 4 years is the president of Indonesia. I don't remember his name.
I don't
Wahi,
either, but-
I think Wahi. Number 3 is my husband.
That's amazing. And he was not a politician.
He's not a politician. It's very strange. And then the number 4 is Hillary Clinton after 4 years. So when United Nations want to give my husband Global Tolerance Award, he was in Taiwan. I pick up the phone. I say, hey, the United Nations people, they want to give you Global Tolerance Award. And when he on the phone, he said, no, I don't need any award. I said, but this is the United Nations. And he said, okay, if it's the United Nations, let's give it to Tzu Ji.
Ah.
He said Tzu Ji is more for Taiwan.
That's so selfless. Like,
I know, immediately, and hung over the phone.
oh.
And then when he returned to New York, he has all kind of English publication of Tzu Ji.
That's
All
amazing.
he wanted is Taiwan.
Yeah.
And so I bring to talk to the United Nations people. Do you know what they do? They don't even look at it. It's just like
They just put it
they
aside.
say, hey, we don't accept any recommendation. We need
Just want to
use
give your husband
art.
the award. Yes.
No, actually, it's not really about my husband. It's about his art.
Yes.
They want to use his art to promote the UN's mission.
Yes. Humanitarian.
Humanitarian. And actually, right now, when we're talking about UN ESG, my husband started in 1969, and United Nations started 2017. And that's very interesting.
Yes,
So
yeah.
my life changed after I met him, but I feel very close to it because I know everything is mine. What's important to us that I can share,
Yep.
cherish that because we are East-West.
Yeah.
And then he started to promote East-West culture exchange or 1964. Too early, too lonely.
Yes.
Lonely
yeah, a
journey,
very
yeah.
long time
and
ago.
that make us very different from other gallery or other non-profit
Yeah.
organization. I am actually the first Asian doing international cultural exchange non-profit, a
Yeah.
501c3 for half century.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It must have been
difficult.
so difficult and challenging.
Everything's difficult.
Everything was hard.
Yeah.
Today, obviously, it's a very different world. But you,
Oh, in my time, we don't have cell phone. We don't have
No,
social
Yes.
media.
That's
We don't,
just a phone book.
yeah, yeah,
That's called Call the Phone Book.
yeah.
But yeah, you guys were trailblazers.
Very difficult.
So if listeners want to find this story, where can they go?
They go www.tfchen.com.
tfchen.com.
It's my husband initial, TF. T
tfchen.
as Tom, Eva, Frank.
In order to see the
My website actually very big because a lot of students write PhD or master degrees about multiple culturalism, about East-West, about even social.
and TF Chen has
Because
done a lot
his
of work.
art has a lot of social
So on the website, you
commentary.
can see both of their bios and some of the artwork
Everything,
and the
actually.
philosophy.
It's
Actually,
almost
they also published it. She published an autobiography as well, so she does have that. As well.
Yes.
A lot,
Oh,
actually
so
a lot.
yes.
If you look at the Google, we have 40 pages now finished. Yeah, it's a lot.
So
And
your
you-
life story
yeah.
is valuable to read about, listeners. So hey, thank you so much.
How come
Thank
we
you so
talk-
much.
I do not expect going to talk about how I do business.
No, but I love this
It's funny.
because
A lot of
it's
good points.
it's rare to be able to travel along with someone who has so much life experience, like I said. So thank you so much for geeking out with me today.
It's good for the listener to see how the Asians, the top business, and can survive.
Yes, it's an unusual
It's
story,
very unusual.
Yes, much
actually,
love.
Yeah, and it's real.
and it's real, and it's real. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Thanks for coming in. And thanks, listeners, to tuning into Radio Taiwan International. I'm Michelle Chang, and I'll be back next Thursday with another episode of Geek Out. So Lucia picked for the song of the episode Josh Groban's You Raise Me Up.
When I am down and oh my soul so weary, when troubles come and my heart burdened be, then I am still and wait here in the silence until you come and sit a while with me. You raise